how are you? I miss you for a long time. I hope you are doing good and safe. I have sent you some notes. Hope you have done with it. I'm going to explain the notes that I have sent you. Right. I hope you can see the heading on the board. Covalent bond cleavage during organic reaction. Right? Now, before come to the discussion, I would like to recall your memory about covalent bonding. How did you explain the covalent bonding? So, what is covalent bonding? At once I know you will say, teacher, when two or more atoms share electrons, it forms covalent bonding. True, that's fine. Okay, one discussion is over. Then I want to drag your attention about dative covalent bonding. What is dative covalent bonding? Right? As soon as you join to the new A-levels batch, you have learnt about this dative covalent bonding. So, I would like to recall that memory too. So, whenever atoms with empty orbitals, they interact with atoms which have lone pairs of electrons, at that time dative covalent bond take place. Right? Okay. Now, we know. We have discussed that too, right? Now these things are okay instead of this cleavage. These words are always familiar with you. It's actually not a problem for you. But what do you mean by cleavage? Simple in simple English, you can say breaking. Right, you have without knowing or knowing or without knowing, you have learned to make chemical formula by using this cleavage. Right, you don't know what is the exact thing. Now just think about this one. I have sodium hydroxide in my hand. Your smile is not there when I say that. In the classroom you used to smile if I say so. We have sodium hydroxide in my hand. I would like to add HCl which is in your hand. Right? So, at once I know you will say, teacher, there will be two products. They are, this is an example for neutralization reaction. So, before you say the products, I would like to drag your attention on the formation of these ions. Tell me, sodium, it has a positive charge, therefore we call it a cation, and hydroxide ion, it has a negative charge. By the way, you can break these two as a negative charge and a positive charge, cation and ion. So, what will happen? They break this bonding and they form new bonding, right? So, what will happen? Sodium will automatically choose chlorine, and that is the new substance that we come across with, sodium chloride plus, so what is the remainder? Hydrogen and hydroxide ion. So, they will form water. So, actually what has happened, without knowing, there is a cleavage that we used. But now we are going to talk widely about the cleavage here. Right, I have given you some examples too. Before that, I would like to I would like to talk to you about the theory part. The theory part is this: the cleavage comes in two different ways. The first is heterolytic. Heterolytic. Heterolytic cleavage. Yes. Without taking normal elements or atoms, I would like to go for a general unknown terms. Let's take A and B, that is easy for you. I have A and I have B. Just think A and B are some sort of atoms. Now, there's a bonding in between. So, if there's a bonding here, let's see. Right, let's talk until it comes out. Right. I have general atoms called A and B. I'm going to draw the bonding in between. Okay, let's see. Okay, it works. Now, in this heterolytic cleavage, what will happen? They keep the electrons equally, but in this case, they'll break, but it breaks as a partial method. So, when it is partial, what will happen? This B atom will receive a charge as well as a single pair of electrons. The vice versa can be happen too. How comes? If you don't like A is alone like this, you can go for this, no problem. That is up to you. If you choose this way, you should understand it will come like that. That is up to you, but take the theory to your head. In the heterolytic breakage or the cleavage, what will happen? This will break partially, and finally you will see a charge for each atom. So, we want to write the writing mechanism too. I think I have sent you that in the note. Right. How do you write the writing mechanism? Only this part can be changed. Let's write like this. This is the bonding. What will happen? We'll break to this side. The final result is similar. This is the writing mechanism of the heterolytic cleavage. A and B are general, that is those are reasonable letters for atoms. We are not using atoms. If you want, you can write atoms, no issue, but it's easy to use a general formula for this. See whether you can understand this one. Now, I told you there are two ways of cleavage. One is heterolytic. The second way is, see whether you know this word. Oh, I'm sorry. homolytic cleavage. Homolytic cleavage is not like this. When it's like this. Whenever you have something, now your friend also next to you, what do? Do you share or not sharing? If you have a piece of piece of chocolate, what do? At once you put it into your mouth. No, not that. We are sharing it. That's the way of a good friend. Right, okay. In this case also, we use that good quality. I'll use the same letters, A and B. A and B here. And in between that there is a bonding. So what will happen? Not like the previous note. Here they break equally. So when they break equally, what will happen? Here is the result. See whether you can understand this one. Right. We want to learn the writing mechanism too. How are we going to write the writing mechanism? We'll break. Look, I'm using half arrow, the half head. So this is the final result, similar to this. There is no any dot here, right? Okay. See whether you can understand this one well. This is how the homolytic cleavage take place. Right. Okay. Then go to the, now shift to the next part of the note. That is reactions of alkanes. Yes, that is alkanes. Reactions of alkanes. Let me write the heading. Reactions of alkanes. This, remember, I'm talking about alkanes, right? I have gone on the top. Right. Whenever we are talking about alkanes, what is the general formula? I'm sorry, I don't hear the answer. CnH2n plus. Yes, true. Right. And whenever you see this, you know the central atom is carbon. There are bonding, especially you can see, I'm taking methane, the simplest alkane. You can see this. Actually alkanes are not common polar. Because of this carbon and hydrogen doesn't show a huge charge. That's why it is not polar. That is the main reason the alkanes are not willing to do the cleavage easily, as it is not polar. By the way, now actually most of them with the cyanide, with hydroxide, with hydrogen anion, most of the things are reacting with them, but these alkanes are not reacting due to the non-polar. Very a little negotiable polarity is there. But my dear children, there is a polarity in the note I have given you. Now alkanes are reacting, but it reacts when there is a homolytic cleavage. Right? Now, alkanes are reacting. Now, whenever you are in IGCSE class, you have learned how methane reacts with chlorine, how methane reacts with bromine. Then you will ask teacher, if you are telling so, how did we write that? Yeah, true, because alkanes are reacting only with chlorine and bromine in that way when there is ultraviolet light. Right? Now, in the note I have given you methane. Let's take methane with chlorine. This products many forms of chloromethanes. I am using chloromethanes. What are chloromethanes here? This can give you, see whether you can remember this. Can you remember? These are called chloromethanes. Right? In the same note I have given you the formation of the chain. My dear children, now we are going to learn how to write the correct formation of this chain. This one happens, ultimately there is no H here. This one happens as a chain. Right? Now we are going to find out how alkanes are reacting with chlorine. Right. Okay. Look, I am going to take diatomic chlorine. Okay. When I have diatomic chlorine, what do I do? Or else I hope you can understand in this way. Well, let's write this in this manner. There is a bond in between chlorine. I want to take the homolytic cleavage here. What will happen? It breaks. So ultimately you will get this one with the presence of UV rays. Right. In the same note, I have pointed you out how the chain starts. Now, this is the initiation step. We have diatomic chlorine. See what we have done? We had homolytic cleavage, and see we have this product. Now, I told you I am going to start with methane. You can use ethane, propane, butane, no problem, but it is easy. Whenever you are taking more complicated alkanes, your diagram will be more complicated. That's the only thing that I am not taking them. Rather than that, there is no any problem. To make you understand, as a beginner, to make you understand the chain, the propagation of the chains, only I start this to write with methane. Whenever you are at home, you try with ethane, propane, butane, no problem, right? So I will take methane. So methane, what will happen? You know, I will recall your memory. You write methane in this manner. I can write CH4 in this way, as well as I can write this way. But our eyes are used to this method, not that, right? And see how it gonna work now. Right. Okay. Now I hope you can remember, we can call this radicals, right? Free radicals. Right. See the way I start. Now see what I have wrote on the board is right. This is methane, CH4. But to begin the formation, to begin the chain, I pointed out only one bond. The rest of the bonds are there, but I point out only one bond. Right. Now I am going to take only one radical, the neutral radical. I'll take one. If you want, you can write here plus, no point, I just write. So here is a homolytic cleavage take place. So let's write the result. See what has happened. This HN, this the free radical of chlorine. Then we have this one, H3C. Here we have to have another free radical of chlorine, so we are going to use the homolytic cleavage. See the result comes. See whether you can understand that one. We took one chlorine radical here to connect with this CH3. Okay, done. Right. Then we have Cl. I took this Cl front because it's easy for me to show the bond. Then I take only 2 hydrogen out of 3. I have carbon, I have hydrogen. See whether you can understand that well. Chlorine is there. Out of 3 I took 2. Carbon is there. 1 hydrogen keeps to show the bonding. Then I have free radical chlorine. I'll break this. The homolytic cleavage take place. So tell me the formation. Now we have Cl H2C plus HCl. Fine. Then what will happen? I'll take what I have in my hand now, Cl H2C, and once again we have to have the cleavage. See the result? So tell me the result now. CH2 Cl Cl2. We took this Cl to this side. Then what will happen? Remains one radical here, a radical of chlorine. Right. Let's go for the, I won't show all the steps on the board. I'm not tall enough to use this part. That's disadvantage for me. But anyway, I won't show all the steps. There should be 8 steps. That's, I know I can't write all the steps here, but anyway, we'll see, we'll try. Right. Cl2 H, I'm taking 1 H out of 2 carbon, and this is the bonding. and I have a free radical too. See, now cleavage is taking place here. Okay, right? Now what will happen? We have Cl2 H C, okay, let me take that one to this, plus HCl. See, there's a pattern here. Oh, I have to use this space, that is the only step that I can write. Okay, let me take what I have in my hand, Cl2 H C, then let's make free radicals. Okay, right now tell me the result. C H Cl 3 plus, there's a radical. Okay, I'm going to clean the board. Before that, I want to see whether you can understand this. We are talking about how alkanes are reacting with chlorine, as alkanes are not very polar, and it's not reacting with very polar reagents like cyanide ion, hydroxide ion, hydrogen anion. So, but alkanes are reacting with chlorine. Chlorination take place. This is how we are gonna explain the chlorination taking place. First of all, we started with chlorine, diatomic chlorine, and we made the radicals, the free radicals. They are neutral. So we had the simplest alkane, methane, without showing all the bond. If you want, you can show all the bonding, but then it will be a huge, it's messy. So we use a homolytic cleavage, and this is it. And you can see how it comes. See? Okay, now I'm going to claim this. This is the initiation step. Now these steps are known as the propagation steps. Propagation steps. Initiation step, propagation steps. I'm going to clean the initiation. Oh, I'm sorry. Right. Okay, right. Now we have stopped from this step. Now we are going to start from that. Now we have these two in our hand. Let's write Cl3 CH with free radical. Bond cleavage take place. So this is the result. Sorry, I'm not tall enough. That's a problem for you, I guess. Right. Hope you can see this step well. So I'm going to start from that. Cl, C. I'm going to have free radicals with using diatomic chlorine. See the bond cleavage. Okay, done. Now we have, hope you can see this is 4, right? This is 4. Here how many steps? 2, 4, 6, 8. If we have skipped the initiation step, we have 8 steps to be completed. This is not the ending point, because you can see there is a radical here, free radical here. But tetrachloromethane can be seen here. That's why I told you, because of this chlorine reacts with methane, you have chloromethanes. Right? See the places that you got See? So these are the places that you have got the answers, right? This is in your note. Please study this very well, by heart it. You can write it alone by yourself, right? Then the next note is about the terminating for these reactions, the chain. Shall I clean the board now? Hope you can understand this one. If I label it, this is, we had chlorine, we had making of chlorine radicals. That is your initiation step. This is, rather than that, I will start from here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Now we are going to learn where the chain terminates. I am going to clean the board. Right. These are the examples that proves where are the places that the chain terminated, right? In the examples you can easily visible. See, now what will happen, dear children? Yes, this is diatomic, the formation of diatomic chlorine. Then in the second example I have given you example, this is example number 1, this is example number 2. In the second example you had or you can write C2H6, no problem. Or in the last one you can have free radicals like this. CO. See whether you can understand this one. These are the steps, these are the examples to prove where the termination of the chain that you have learnt. Now we have come to the last part of your note. We have talked about alkanes. Our second attempt is about knowing alkenes. How do you recognize alkenes? Where there are double bonds in between carbon atoms, they are the compounds that you are calling as alkenes, right? Not like alkanes. Here the way that you present alkane like this or like this. This is the important place that you should note down. Okay. These two double bonds, the double bonding has formed with sigma and pi bonds. So here this plane has more electronegativity due to pi bond. It's like an electron cloud. We call that electron cloud. So this is the area where they are the place they can drag electrons to itself. So we call that electrophils. This is R. Right? So this is the explanation of your note that I have sent you. hope you have understood well. And please keep on studying, writing the chemical equations. Stay at home, don't go out, and I want you to be safe. So till then, stay safe and may God bless you.